And I'm Maxwell.
Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode 193. Wow. Just 7 away from 200. Can you believe it?
Seriously Cereal is brought to you by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
Find out more at... Do you like your cereal dry? Then you're a snacker, like my buddy Bowler.
Or maybe you prefer with milk? Then you're a spooter, like my pal Spooty here.
Every month we post 4 episodes with a theme. This month's theme is...
Lasting impressions.
Oh. Wait, what?
Well, this month's cereals all celebrate something that has been around longer than I've been alive. Way longer, actually. 25, 50, some of them even 100 years. Can you imagine liking something for more than 100 years?
That's incredible. Wow. Who's on first?
Who's on second? Well, today's cereal is... Crayola Cereal.
Wait, crayons?
Yeah.
That is cereal.
Jazzberry flavored.
What's that?
I don't know.
So, I didn't really use crayons a ton when I was a kid. I mostly would use like colorful markers, like that kind of thing. So I don't really have a ton of stories about crayons. But one of my favorite stories is from my mother, Jennifer. Her and her sister, my aunt, when they were little, used to love crayons so much. And they thought that they were like magical, colorful rainbows and stuff. And one day they took their box of crayons and they poured it into this big like mixing bowl, right? And they pretended it was like this like witch's potion or like cauldron or that kind of thing. And I just thought that was like, that's one of the best stories.
Oh, that sounds fun. Probably took a long time to put back in the box though.
She said she had a big box too, like the kind that has like the crayon sharpener on the back of the box.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Crayola does a lot of cool things like that, don't they?
They do. I really like the crayon box they did this year. It is 24 different skin tones. It's called Colors of the World.
Oh,
Yeah,
good for them. That's very inclusive. So, based off the theme of this month, what's something you've liked for a long time, Faith?
Well, one thing that I really liked for a very long time is baking. Now, I've been baking ever since I was very young. But what I used to do is I didn't make anything edible. I would just make these like giant, I get like giant mixing bowls and all like ingredients for baking and that kind of thing. And I just put it in a bowl and I'd mix it all together and be like, it's a batter! And like, obviously it wasn't something you eat.
Oh, you know,
But,
I remember that. Yeah.
Mixes.
Yeah. Like when we were filming
Looking
Ghost
back,
Shipper,
it
yeah.
was actually quite gross. And I did that, yeah. But that's something that I used to do a lot, and it turned into me baking and making cookies and cakes and wonderful things like
She's
that.
really good at it.
Thank you, Chris. But I think I know what's something you've been doing for a really long time that's your favorite thing.
What?
Captain Crunch. And eating Captain Crunch.
Okay, yeah, that could actually be true, I suppose. At least one thing.
I think your real favorite thing is probably drawing though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I do love to draw. I didn't talk until I was like 5, but even before then, I would like draw for like 10, 14 hours a day. I told whole stories just through drawings.
Yeah, you used to use exclusively black Sharpies. Right?
Yeah, black Sharpies and only black Sharpies. Occasionally colored pencils though. I do want to say I used crayons at least once. It was like mac and cheese. That was my favorite.
Yeah. Crayons are a little bit more colorful than the black Sharpies though, huh?
Yeah, I guess they probably wash off a little easier too.
The first box of crayons was sold in 1903. That's 118 years ago. It had just 8 colors: red, green, blue, violet, orange, yellow, black, and brown. And it sold for a nickel, just 5 cents.
You can do a lot more with crayons than just color. There are so many crafts you can do, even with just broken crayons. Sun catchers, candles, clay, and even lip gloss. We share links to how-to videos for all of these in the Crayola Cereal blog.
One thing I've noticed is that the box is mostly black and white to encourage us to color it. But the question is, can it be colored?
That is a good question. How convenient. Okay, so while Faith sees if this box can be colored, how about I share some nutritional facts with you guys? It is important to care about what we put in our bodies, just to make sure we're keeping generally healthy and strong. A huge heaping bowl of cereal is not actually how it's meant to be eaten, and eating it that way is just a surefire way to wind up with a stomachache. And really just get tired of what you're eating, and that's no fun for anyone. For this cereal, a serving size is 1.5 cups, and that's 140 calories and 36 carbs. An adult usually needs 1,200 calories or 2,500 calories a day, and growing kids often need more. Check with your doctor about what's the right number for you.
So, here's the finished product. The crayons go on a little weird. Obviously, I'm not exactly going color matching or really going for art here. But I tried 3 different colors, and specifically the pink turned out kind of strange. Obviously, it's the same brand of crayons, so I don't know why some colors go on the box better than others. That seems a little weird. And also I feel like I don't even want to touch it, but like if you touch it, like I feel like it's gonna come off on your hands. Cause like it's not paper, so it's not holding on to the crayon itself. This is like it's a cereal box texture. And it went on better than I thought it would, honestly. But it's still not great. And as you can see, I don't think you could really color it so it's a solid color. Like you're always gonna have this kind of like streaky patchiness. And so I mean like for what it is, I think it's cute, but like I wouldn't like choose to like get it just for the coloring of it. I'd probably just buy a coloring book.
Alright. So this is about a serving.
It's a good amount of cereal, you guys.
1.5 cups. It's not bad. It just, you gotta pay attention to that sort of thing. It's very colorful. Alright. Let's give it a try. Alright, so I got the milk and
the snacker. They look like desaturated crunch berries. Like the color is a little bit like more like grayscale, but I mean they're so colorful obviously, but they're like reminiscent of crunch berry.
they're not bad.
They don't have a super strong smell to me.
Yeah, before we put in the milk, I gave them a quick sniff. They kind of smell like that powdered, like orange flavored vitamin C drink you can get.
That's interesting. I was looking at the ingredients, and they do have citric acid.
That would explain a lot.
So that's probably why.
But their taste is actually not citrusy at all.
They're very, very mild. They do not taste like crunch berries.
No.
They have
They kind of taste like jam.
I don't know if I taste jam.
Like a raspberry kind of flavor. Now that might just be, the specific jam might be more like the milk, making it a little more chewy, but yeah. They have a raspberry flavor, I think it's
I'm
the
not tasting the berry. They kind of just taste sweet to me. And then like just the flavor of whatever the cereal's made of, which is a mix of many things.
They've got a decent crunch. I would say they're a little more chewy than like crunch berries, but it's not like they get like soggy in milk.
No,
per se.
they have a good crunch. It's not too crunchy either, which I feel like is actually a thing with some cereals. Like it kind of hurts the roof of your mouth when you eat them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine. It doesn't taste like crayons, so that makes me happy.
Yeah, these are honestly really good.
I think I'd rather eat crunch berries though.
Well, it's hard to beat the classics.
Yeah. I think we're like. I'm just gonna give it like a middle kind of score. As a snacker, I think I'm gonna give it like 3 spoons.
Okay.
Cause it's a decent cereal. Like it's good. Like I would eat it, but it's not something I would like choose to buy. I would definitely prefer like Crunch Berries or some other fruity cereal that's out there. It's just something special.
You know, as a spooner, I think this is pretty unique. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 spoons.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep, this is very good. I think, while it does look a lot like Captain Crunch Oops All Berries, it really does have its own flavor. And especially as someone who prefers their cereal with milk, that's definitely saying something that in milk they like, oh, I'm that different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my Captain Crunch, so
He does.
yeah. It's honestly really good. It has like a nice raspberry flavor. The texture's good. Yeah, no real complaints. Thanks for spending time with us this week.
Do you have a cool crayon story to share?
Send us a message or post on our blog, and Spoonie and Bowler might just write you back.
See you next Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time.